solve the inequality, and then give the solution set using interval notation. We have 5 times the absolute value of x minus 4, which is greater than 20. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to isolate the absolute value bars. So in order to do that, we're going to have to divide both sides by 5, since it's being multiplied by 5. So for step 2, we're going to divide both sides by 5. And so therefore we end up with the absolute value of x minus 4, which is greater than 20 divided by 5, which is 4. Can I remember that whenever we have an absolute value of an expression and it's greater than a constant, the definition is as follows. So we would say that we have x, which is less than negative k, or x is greater than positive k. So to write the definition now, we have x minus 4, which is less than negative 4, or x minus 4, which is greater than positive 4. So let's go ahead and write our answer in this first part of the question. So here it's asking us rewrite the inequality without the absolute value bars and then select the correct choice below. So that means we're using this scenario in here. We're not using A, we're not using B, we're not using D. C is what we have. But we know that x minus 4 is going to be less than, and again, if we look at our solution here, negative 4, or x minus 4 is going to be greater than positive 4. And now we're going to go ahead and then solve. So I'm going to come back here, and now we're going to solve both inequalities. So the first thing we want to do is add 4 to both sides. So for this one here, we get x, which is less than negative 4 plus 4, which is 0. Or over here, we're going to add 4 to both sides. So we add 4 to both sides, we get x, which is greater than 4 plus 4, which is 8. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and graph this on the number line. And remember that we're going from negative infinity to positive infinity. So we have 0 already plotted there, and then we're going to plot 8. And now we're going to use our inequalities to determine how we write this interval notation. The first one is x is less than 0, so that means we have a parenthesis, and it's going towards negative infinity. And then x is greater than 8, so we're going to have a parenthesis at 8 going towards positive infinity. So how are we going to write our solution? Well, just use the graph. So we have parenthesis negative 8, comma 0 with the parenthesis, the union symbol, parenthesis 8, comma positive infinity. Let's go ahead and check our answer and make sure this is correct. So the solution set is going to go from, again, parenthesis negative infinity, comma 0 with the parenthesis, the union symbol, parenthesis 8, comma positive infinity. Let's check our answer, and there is our result.